I'm back. I think this is the first time I've posted a video, like 2 videos in a summer, which is cool. So anyways, let's get back into my generic easy level, which might end up being a free start because, you know, Rob Top. Anyways, yeah, this is like the stuff I've done. Oh, sorry, I forgot to put a start position. Yeah, it used to be a swing copter, but I decided that that would be too difficult for new players. Let's get started. So what I want to do first is, I suppose, make these like saw blades, which I guess will go to like layer 2. And I was thinking I could use some of these like electricity balls. Okay, this is getting somewhere. And then I'll put some glow on it. Oh, and because this is an easy level, this saw blade won't be the actual hitbox. I'll make it smaller for the babies. I want it to be about this size. And I'll rotate it this way because it's gonna swing down. And then I want to like get electricity that doesn't like vanish like that. Yeah, or maybe this. Ooh. Let me copy these values and paste color. And that looks pretty good, actually. So let me just like scale it. And then I don't want it like randomized start. So I'm gonna go out, go back in, and it should be like this, a cool like lightning blob. Yeah, like that. And I will also, how about these things? Because I had them in an earlier part, so I want to like tie it all together. Let me change the color. And then of course I need to add like some glow. Alright, this is actually looking pretty good. And then what I'm gonna do is take a normal spike, show hitboxes, and then when I scale this, it'll look like just a weird giant spike, but trust me, when I hide it, it'll just have the hitbox remaining. Let me see how that looks. That looks pretty good. And then what I want to do is add some ground spikes, like the ones before. They're like white and cool. And I want to like do that, but with different spikes, because I don't want to just do the same thing over and over again. Maybe these ones. Put them on layer 2. And then put these, yeah, just keep them on T1. So now, when these like spikes. Anyways, I want to put a design on these. So I'm gonna start with some glow, obviously. And I will adjust the colors of these. And then I will put some smaller but brighter glow here. So now that that's done, I can add these. Okay. They look bad. Like really bad. Let me see if I can't just adjust the colors and everything will be fine. Nope. It will have to be something else. These actually work really well. I made them a bit purple because I like how that looked. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm gonna add this object because I think it would look cool if it was like also rotating with everything else. Yeah, because you could like see it, like it's barely there, but it's there. And finally, to conclude this part of the video, I'm gonna make some particles. Because I love just putting particles in ground spikes for whatever reason. I think it just looks cool. Unlike last time where I just speed ran through this without like actually showing you what I did, I'm actually going to like be talking through this. So first I'm gonna like turn this down and then put this at like 10 because that's normal size. And I'm gonna like increase the lifetime like variable a little bit and like reduce the amount of particles so that there'd be less. What I'm gonna do next is put a fade in and a fade out so that they just don't like appear and disappear. And then finally I'm just gonna mess with the colors a little bit. And now it looks like pretty cool. You can't really see the particles that well, so I'm gonna make them go a bit faster. Not too fast. And increase their lifetime. Alright, so now I'm just gonna copy and paste this over. And let me see how that looks in the level. That honestly looks very cool. Alright, so I think that concludes like this part of the video. I'm working like on a limited time frame right now. I have to go to bed in like a few minutes, so yeah, see you later. Hey guys, I'm back and I feel a lot better after just like taking a break. Anyways, let's get back into the video. So what I did off camera was just copy paste this design over to here and all the other stuff back here. And I also added some arrows that told you which way to go because, after all, you are a baby. If you're playing this level, you're a baby. So you have to be told where to go. Anyways, let's start working on something else. Maybe I should do these. So let's go on a new layer, like layer 3. And then first I want to add some outlines. So it's going to be this first. Let me make sure the hitboxes on that are correct. Yep. And then I will add some of these for backing. That already looks pretty good. Well, it doesn't really. I need to add more stuff, which will be, how about these? So I have an idea, and it's a bit strange. Completely reverse the hue right here. What I'm going to try to do is, hold on, my brain isn't working. Oh yeah, what I was going to try to do is use this. The base will be black blending, and this will be that with 118, because that's what it was on the block, I'm pretty sure. Make this brighter. I could definitely see this working, I just need to tweak with the colors a bit. Yeah, this looks pretty good. And then all I need to do is add some blocks like this, with the blending of course. Make it darker. Honestly, this looks really good. Like, if I'm being 100% honest, I really like this. I could just add like some glow on the back. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm really liking how this is going. I'll probably make some adjustments to this later, but for now I'm gonna give it the group that it needs to be on, because it's part of like a moving object set. I like the contrast of like the pink. I think it works well. You know, I'll start working on the block designs now. So, get some outlines, and then some glow, and then, blocks. And then turn up the brightness, and already that looks good, but what I want to do is, I've seen some levels, like a lot of like older levels I'm pretty sure, they put like invisible blocks. So I'm gonna do this, give these a group so I can make these like lower opacity. Group 65, so 65 at opacity like 0.7. Then just move this all the way to the beginning of the level. Hopefully that looks good. I can't check now, or I don't want to check now. I'll check it now. I forgot to delete the 1.0 blocks. Fun. Hey, that actually looks really good. And I'll have to add some like block stuff here. Turn the brightness down and go to layer 4. And then I'll add some smaller glow so that it looks better. Because adding smaller glow just makes levels look better. That's pretty cool. And then I'm just gonna add some backing blocks in the middle just to fill in space. And something else for like texture. You know, I used those brick blocks in these things right here. So, what if I used them here? Definitely put them on like lower opacity. Like, you can see them, but they're not too obvious. What I'll do to make them a little more obvious is I will go to the in-between layer, if there even is one, and add some like really big glow. If I just made that a little bit darker, that looks really good. And then more outlines for the middle. And yeah, that seems to be all I wanted to do for this part of the level. I mean, this part of the video. That's all I wanted to do for this part of the video. So I guess I'll do another intermission, and all of the blocks and these like saw blades will be filled with their respective designs that I made. So see ya. Alright guys, I am back, and I finished the parts of the level that I said that I was going to finish, like the block design and lightning stuff. And I honestly don't know what to add for the rest of this part because it's pretty much finished. So what I'll do for this next part, I'll just make like a glow ground or something. And then work on like particles for the background, just so we can fill in some empty space. So let's move to a new layer. Layer 5, I'm pretty sure, has nothing on it. And then let's just put a glow block down. And I don't want this to be too bright, and I want it to be saturated, and this color. And what I'll do is I will just copy and paste this over and over again, but make sure it like starts off at a good spot so it doesn't, you don't see it like cut off when you transition into the portal. I mean, you don't see it there, but I'm gonna move this start position back a little bit. Yeah, and if I just make it bigger, scoot it down, turn down the brightness, I'm pretty sure that's a pretty solid glow block. So now that I have a row of 5, I can copy and paste it in groups of 5. And now that it's in 25, I can copy and paste it in groups of 25 just by clicking this thing 5 times. Let's move it back to B5. Yeah, that's pretty good. Then I'll just copy and paste it down. And yeah, that all looks pretty good. And then what I'll do is take this all, move it a little bit back so that it looks like it's there the whole time. Let me turn off preview mode so I can see stuff better. And now I'll set this all to a group. Then at the start of the level, I will put an alpha trigger at the start of the level. So opacity 0. And now I will put it up here, opacity 1, fade time, let's say like 1.25. And now it should look better. Anyways, next I'll just put some particles in the air, and then I'm pretty much done with this part. So, particle time. I will make it like 25. Calculate it, no variation. Pause variation, X, Y, like 100. I want less particles actually. Fade in 0.05, fade out 0.05. Turn the speed down and variation up, and then go spin crazy, and size 0, variation 1, and then start RGB, all of this, and then here. So it starts at like random opacities and colors and stuff, but it still stays at like the color area I want it to be at. That seems good. Move this to B5 and add this to 68 so that it also fades on as the glow fades on. And over here, I will grab this trigger, copy and paste, bring it all the way over here so that I can fade everything off to make transitions better, of course. I am really liking how this part turned out. It's like extremely simple, and I'm pretty sure that's like how it was supposed to be. Because if you look here, it's like way too overcomplicated for a generic easy level. And then just like ramps down. And I definitely will add stuff before the final showcase, but this is like probably everything that I wanted to do before I, post a video. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day, and see you in the next video.